Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with me. We are getting back at Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy tonight. It's been a while. We're going to go ahead and start a brand new save file here. We are going through again. Not really a speed run, more a self-imposed challenge. I'm going through 100%, 0 deaths in Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. 100% 0 deaths, so that's the goal. Been at it for a while now. We are in, today is March 30th. Tomorrow's Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. Started at Christmas, now Easter, still working on the same goal. Again, this was meant to be like a fun intro to my channel, just like a game from my childhood that I love, and I'm just gonna, pick it up and do a fun little thing to get started with the channel. And now I'm basically just like a Jak and Daxter streamer. It kind of happened by accident. Not saying I'm popular, just that I am one. I technically qualify, I think, by my own self-imposed rules. I figure once I've streamed the same game consistently for 3 months, I don't know, maybe that's a super short time, but it feels significant to me. I feel like I'm part of the community now in some small way. I'm just gonna keep going at it though. At this point, I'm not sure how long it's going to take. As you can see, I've added a nice live split timer to my run. So if I ever do decide to actually try speedrunning or try and improve times and stuff, yeah, it's there now. I can just look at it, kind of see if I see trends. Is this way faster than that way? Like, what happens? How can I get this just a little bit faster? And like, I know the smart thing to do if I'm doing this would be to go see what other people already do, see what the actual fast routes are, what the strategies are to do that. For some reason, that just feels like cheating to me, you know? Like, I gotta figure something out. Which is really just being stubborn and stupid, because like the work's been done. People do amazing things with this game. The speedrunners out there are awesome. So, why am I afraid of this button? What the hell am I doing? At one point, I did have this set up to auto split for me, so it was splitting every time I got a power cell. That was just so many splits. I didn't want to go through and name them all. So now it's manually splitting, which is just a motion I'm not used to yet. So I'll have to get used to that if I'm actually going to keep up with these splits. We'll see. Right now it's kind of a fun thing to do. To get it set up, to set up the splits myself, to think through how I'm going to go through the game. And just write that all out. So I'm sure that it's not only suboptimal as far as like timing, it's also I probably forgot something, or I made a mistake because I was just going by memory for how I'm gonna go through the game. And yeah, we'll see. So the next one I should be doing is a split on when I finish Forbidden Jungle, so we'll see if I have the presence of mind at that point to remember to hit the split button. So if you're here, let me know. Help me to remember. Come on. Get your ass in that pen. Oh yeah, so I recently went and did a 100% completion run for Jak and Daxter on the 18th and the 22nd. I did 2 streams where I just went through just to kind of see how quickly I would be able to do 100% speed run, not not necessarily like using any speedrunning strategies or anything like that, just like with my knowledge of the game and like with the 1 or 2 speedruns I've watched, kind of sort of passively without like trying to learn from them, just enjoying them, what kind of time did I get? So that ended up being a little over 3 hours and like 23 minutes. Like, the total video, I spliced them together and cut out some of the dead space at the beginning and uploaded them to YouTube, just that, you know, basic edit. So it's out there now, and the total length of the video is like 3 hours and 23 minutes and some odd seconds. But that includes just like a little bit of the intro of what I'm going to be doing and stuff. So like the actual run might be closer to like 320, which is not like, try not to sound like too self-effacing or too like self-aggrandizing or whatever, but like it's not a great time, but it's also not an awful time, I guess, considering that, again, like I'm not actually a speedrunner, and I've never speedrun a game before. I've never really tried to do that. Well, I was just on speedrun.com or whatever. That would put me above the last person who's on there. There's only 23 people on there, so it would put me like, you know, second from the bottom. So, you know, at least I'm not starting in the worst position. But yeah, that time was like 3 hours 55 minutes. The person who's currently in 23rd. But also, at least as I'm playing right now, damn, I need to start paying attention. I'm gonna die. Please leave me alone, Froggy. You I'm not too worried about. I got you guys, no problem. No problem. Yeah, but like I'm going off the assumption that people that's better than what, you know, the only people that are going to submit their times to speedrun.com are people that like think that they're doing okay at it. So like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would get slower time than that, going 100%. Like, you do have to have some knowledge of the game and some like proficiency to get through it that quickly. And like, I lost probably 5 or 10 minutes. I'd have to go back and check fighting the claw. Like, it took me like 7 times. So just like things like that I know I could do better right off the bat. Like, I could get that down a little bit pretty easily. I'm thinking about maybe setting a goal. Like, maybe I do move on to other games, because I don't want to just stream Jak and Daxter, but I consistently come back to Jak and Daxter. Like, half or a third of my streams are Jak streams. And I actually like start trying to learn speedrunning strategies for the game and stuff like that, and I get my time down. And I think it would be fun. I'm not necessarily saying this is what I'm going to do, but I do think it would be fun if I could get like a sub 2 hour time. I feel like that's a reasonably accomplishable goal from somebody going basically from 0 to trying this. But it's also like, I don't know, I feel like sub 2 hours is pretty respectable for a 100% run. That could be a fun thing to do, a fun little challenge. I guess I'm just going to continue streaming in Jak and Daxter is the point of what I'm saying. I thought that it was just going to be like, you know, again, kind of a quick little intro game, and I was going to move on to other things, but honestly, like, the more I play it, the more I'm like, I'm not tired of it yet. Like, I'm still having fun just going through it again and again. So like, that probably represents something wrong with me and my brain, but also like, ah well. Like, yeah, that's the point. Like, I enjoy streaming this game. So if I'm gonna keep streaming it, which I probably will because I enjoy it, like let's make it worth something. Let's keep working on it. Oh yeah, but also like as far as I know, I'd have to send an email to the people on that speedrun.com thread to ask them, but like as far as I know, I couldn't submit any runs that I'm doing right now. They wouldn't count because I'm using unauthorized texture packs. Just like the ERSGAN upscaling or whatever it is. And like the Kira and the Lurker texture packs. Which like, if I was going to do an official run to get it submitted and everything, I would hope, I'm like planning it out beforehand, and I would go and get, either get approval before I left the texture packs in, just email them and ask, hey, can I use these ones? Or I'd just turn them off, like it's fine. I enjoy the better graphics, but like, it's not a big deal. Game's still fun without them. See, now I'm like consistently hitting that jump. I'm feeling better about myself. I'm getting some of this down. Like I still don't have the attention span, especially at the night. Like I am making mistakes left and right. But I feel like I can get through this no death challenge. I can do this. I'm gonna keep pepping myself up. It's not sad. Oh yeah, but like I said, that full timing run where I got somewhere around 3 hours 20 minutes, a little over 3 hours 20. It's all up on YouTube. You can go check it out. I didn't do any like fancy editing. I just spliced them all together. But they're up there. I've got some old streams up there. I'll be uploading more to YouTube now because I changed my internet plan. It's so painful. I am now paying more every month, $5 more for slower internet connection. But like, it's probably worth it because I'm going from, you know, their capped data plan to unlimited data, which, since my kids are using internet connected devices a lot more often, my wife is working from home, running a small business, and I'm streaming. Like, these are all relatively data intensive tasks, or strains, you know, on our data infrastructure. So I dropped it down from 800 to 500. So I'm not exactly on like awful slow internet. Like, I'm pretty lucky compared to some people. My father-in-law lives an hour away from me, but he's like in the foothills. He always, when I complain about like, oh, I wish I had gig here, because like my other buddies in town, like they've got gigabit internet from CenturyLink, but where I'm at, like CenturyLink, because I'm a little further away from the station, and they don't have like runs directly to our neighborhood. Like the best they can give me is like 30 megabytes, and I'm like, that's just not 100% not enough. I don't care what the size of the pipe is. Like I can run 50 different streams all at 30 megabytes. That's still just not fast enough. It's like I've grown accustomed to speed. You can't cut me out now. So yeah, but like 800 was more than I need, really, for anything that I do. With the one exception of like streaming data to and from. Well, no, because that really wouldn't rely on the. Sorry, I was thinking to my NAS, and now thinking about it, I was like, no, that's dumb. Like, that's the point. Like, it's on my local network. The speed of my of my external connection doesn't affect that. But yeah, what's really hurting me right now is that my upload speed got halved as well, which is just pathetically small. I think I'm now down to like 10. And yeah, trying to upload YouTube videos at that speed it's a bit painful, not gonna lie. But you know, it's fine. It's not too bad. I just turn them on overnight if I need to. And I've had to kind of ration them because I almost hit my data cap every month already. And if I'm trying to catch up on like uploading stuff on YouTube and maybe creating stuff and then uploading more videos potentially, like that's yeah, gonna need some unlimited data. Like the speed is annoying, but it's not my main bottleneck right now. And again, I'm dropping to, you know, half a gig, which is still good internet. Like, I'm not in a bad situation. I think what I'm gonna do, since I'm doing manual splits, am I supposed to go up there? I think I'm gonna call aligning the last Ego Beam the end of Forbidden Jungle, because I know it's not technically the last power cell, but like honestly, just in terms of having a neat split, like I don't want to have to go out of my way to go talk to the mayor when it's faster for me to not do that. Like, so I'm probably just not going to do that. I'm probably just going to call the split even though I haven't actually finished the level. It would be so fucking funny if my first stream, like, after the 100% completion and feeling good, things are going well, I just died in Forbidden Jungle because I'm being stupid. I'm gonna try not to let that happen, but it would have a certain sense of irony about it. But yeah, anyway, so that's my internet woes right now. I know, real first world problems, but hey, first world problems are problems too. And like honestly, what they charge us for internet out here, it's ridiculous. It especially sucks knowing that like I have no other options. I've got like absolute shit internet from CenturyLink that just is not going to keep up with my usage. Like it or hate it, like I'm online. Like I'm gonna be using the internet regularly, whether for work or entertainment or teaching up with the kids. Like it is going to be a constant thing at this point. So let's go ahead and expand that pipe. Alright, I'm calling it. Super scientific splits, I know. Alright, I said Misty Island next. Cool, past me. Yes, I know. You nitpicky viewer, you know that I haven't actually finished Forbidden Jungle yet. You and I both know it. But shh, don't tell these others. They don't know. It's our secret still.
For your gift, another power cell.
Hey, that one wasn't too bad. Finally managed to do a decent one. I swear I've got a decent precursor oracle. That one was okay. It wasn't my best. Also, that water bottle, just got it today to replace some old ones that the straws broke. I'm impressed so far. I'm happy with this water bottle. But it's day one. Not gonna give a full review yet. I'll have to come back for that another time in the future. This is how I get people to engage with the content. I promise more later. No, it's good. It's a 40 ounce. I like a little bit bigger water bottle. I like them bigger. And it comes with, a couple different straws. You got replacements. It comes with a straw lid and a chug lid, because I know there's some people that feel strongly both ways. Personally, I swing both ways. Hence the lighting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually fully straight, but support it. Sure, do what you want. I just honestly don't care. Yeah, it comes with like a nice cleaning brush for the straws, but it's really nice because, alright, I'll sacrifice some time here. I'll show off a little bit of it. Is the fact that it's like, it is a little tall. Ooh, let's get that back. It's a little taller than my old 40 ounce, but it's because it narrows at the bottom, and now it fits in cup holders. I can take it in my car and not have no idea where to put it, because it just, you kind of lean it at an angle against the seat, so because I don't like having it sideways, because my water bottles don't leak, but they kind of feel like they might. Just don't have that trust built up in the relationship yet, But then inevitably it's going to fall over anyway, and then it's like, it'll roll around, and you got to find it when you get to where you're going. It's like, but like, if I can put one in the cup holder, I'll be more likely, theoretically, to grab the water bottle when I'm going out to the store or something than to just, oh, fuck it, I'll just grab a can of Dr. Pepper. Like, soda is so bad for me. It's like, I know that, and I still just, like, I can't help myself sometimes. I was raised on Dr. Pepper. It's like mother's milk to me at this point. Yeah, I'm just kidding, but like, really, like, it's a problem. And I'll cut way back for a while. Like, for a while I had one 24-pack, because, it's all gonna get drunk. Might as well get the bigger one for the savings. One 24-pack lasted me like 5 months, so like that was a pretty good 5 months for me of abstaining. Like, I would have one like every 3 or 4 days, which for me is like crazy. Like, last time I didn't drink that much Dr. Pepper was when I was in Argentina for 2 years, because they just didn't sell it. It was not a matter of like self-control, it was a lack of access. There was just no way to get it. They had like Coke and Pepsi, but there was no Dr. Pepper. And no close. Like, no. Was not a thing that was gonna happen. So, that was fun. As much as, I don't know. As much as I'd like to take credit, like, oh, I went years without it, like, that wasn't me going without it. That was me not being able to go with it. Does it count as an addiction? Probably not clinically. Doesn't really have a, well, I guess it has a negative impact on my life. in the sense that like it's unhealthy, but I don't think that's what they would use as a real diagnostic marker or whatever. But like it is hard. Like, I keep telling myself like, oh, yeah, I don't need soda anymore because like I know in my head it's bad for me. Like it's just part of like habits and life and whatever. That like it's hard to change those ingrained things. So anyway, the point is, I got like oddly deep for a minute there, guys. New water bottle, it's like Ray Milo is the brand on Amazon. It's probably just like one of those cheap kind of nonsense pronounceable words that you see all the time on Amazon from most likely Chinese or other area businesses that like they have unique products, or they don't have unique products really, but like, you know, everybody buys the same things that are being mass produced off a line. Maybe changes the design a tiny little bit, and other than that just like slaps them up under a different generic name for every product ever out there now. You guys know, you've seen them, and you're like, why is that like such a weird name that almost sounds familiar, but like it's not an actual word, or and it sometimes just like almost looks like gibberish. You're like, oh, is that Chinese? No, it is not. It's like random characters that aren't random but are like technically pronounceable random characters that have not been registered as trademarks. Because if those brands can get trademark approval, which is just an application with a unique name, and then it's basically an immediate approval as far as I understand, they get like a discount, or they get some benefit as a seller on Amazon if their product is trademarked. They get preferential treatment or like lower fees or something. Preferential placement, I mean, on the store. I don't remember exactly what they get, but like, so these companies that are just like generic China-owned company, and I say China-owned because like it's literally they're all owned by the government. So like, China owns this company, and they don't give a shit what like, the U.S. calls it. Like, it's all going to the same bucket for them at the end of the day. So they're like, we don't care. We're making the illusion of competition by selling you all the same things, but like they're different brands, and if they're trademarked, like they get pushed up higher, I guess. Which like, and I'm not even saying like don't buy them because they're garbage, because a lot of them are. I've actually been pretty happy with some of those like random ass name ones that are just mass manufactured in a warehouse or in an assembly line out there, but like I hope that the people are getting treated at least fairly or decently, but like really hard to say what's really going on over there. It's really hard to get a straight answer out of the media. Like some people, it's like, oh yeah, it's awful, it's the end of the world, and then you like look at some stats, and it's like, wait, haven't they raised their standard of living like incredibly over the past couple decades and lifted more people out of poverty than we have in the U.S.? Like, yeah, there's definitely some creepy shit going on too, with like the social credit scores and all that other stuff. But it's like, that's also not that different than what we're doing here, like with, you know, actual credit scores. That's kind of conspiracy theory-ish, but like, my point is, it's hard to know what position to really take on things right now, because we get propaganda here in the U.S. just like they do over there, and like, I don't know. I don't want to just take it on faith of people that have a vested interest in me believing that they're right about who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. And in reality, like, there probably aren't good and bad guys at this point. It's very nuanced, and you know, global politics is tricky and complicated, and does require, to a certain degree, getting your hands dirty, as awful as that is. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but how the hell did I get onto this topic? God damn it, I missed the power cell. Alright, let's go back and get it. I think maybe the edible kicked in. I think that's maybe a thing that happened. There we go. My dad outfit of the day. Apparently, my shirt says "Dad joke loading," and my hat says "World's okay as Dad." So you know, I'm on theme tonight. Boring dad talking about politics. But yeah, point is just like, I don't want to take anyone's word for anything. I would like to get as much data from like actual human beings without a narrative, without a spin as possible, but that's often not possible. So the only real solution that I can find is to, you know, look at both sides of the spin and try to figure out, using the evidence available, like, where is the truth? And it's just honestly just not possible to completely ascertain ever. So like that's frustrating, you know? It's like, what do you do? Just after you realize that like everything you were told your entire life, you built your like moral foundation on, and you know, started a family on, and everything like that, after you realize that's all like not even just incorrect, like a mistake, but like was actual out and out fraud and lies from the beginning, and you're just like, oh fuck, I was like brainwashed by something that by many definitions would fit the term of a cult for my entire life. And you see that and it's like, fuck, well, I don't want to take anyone's word for anything at this point. Like, question everything. That doesn't mean like be a dick and be like, well, you say this is true so it must be wrong, but I mean like, you say this is true, what's the evidence, what's the proof, how can I verify this for myself, where can I, you know, back this up? Like, not just like, okay, what do you say? What do you say? No, like, yes, get both sides of the story, and then get more information as much as you can. Fact check. Look to multiple sources. Look where possible. Try to find information from people that are actually that would actually know. Like, you know, the Texas Tribune probably doesn't have reporters on the ground in Gaza, like something that's coming out in just like an unrelated area that by people that don't seem to be like experts probably shouldn't be taken under the word of people that are on the scene, like, unless there's compelling reason why it's like, hey, like, we've had our guy stationed there for 10 years as like an undercover operative, and now he's all found out all this information. Like, yeah, in that case, sure, like, you might have more information. You're just like, hey, you know, we've seen these reports, we hear what everyone's saying, and this is our take on it. It's like, well, I don't give a shit what your take on it is. And that goes for both sides. I'm not just trying to be like, oh, picking on Texas because I'm, you know, a filthy commie or whatever, but like, I am just like, when the sides put their spin on it, like, I don't really need that. I want accurate information. And yet, you can even, after that accurate information, tell me what your opinion or your predictions about what this means is. Like, tell me that. That's fine. Like, you're entitled to do that, and that's interesting and good to hear different sides of the spectrum on debate as well, or on the information, because like, you might have experience that you can say, hey, I believe this is going to go this way or whatever because of such and such experience, but like, you need to, and this is where I think, why isn't that going down? What the hell? This is where I think a lot of media fails these days. Is like, it needs to be clearly distinguished where the line is between, hey, this is what we're reporting, this is the facts we have, and here is our interpretation of those facts, here is our opinion on those facts. This is evidence, this is things that we solidly know, who, what, when, where, why. Who, what, when, where. And then like the why, and sometimes like, you know, just the things where information is not clear and intent can be put into things needs to be distinguished and clear to people, like, hey, shit, Oh, come on. Oh, it's not actually a ledge. I jumped down the wrong way. That would have sucked because there's a good chance I would have gotten eaten by the lurkers right there. Thank you, zombie Jesus. That would have been hilarious if that was my last hit. Because I was not paying attention. That motherfucker almost ended this run. Ah, shit. I'm really hoping I would not have to go do that again. Oh, thank God. I got a second hit. This is not a fast run, guys. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Hi, Rock. We're good friends now. Me and Rock. Fucking die. I am the hunter. Who cannot see where he's going, so he's not going to make it. Hey, I made it! Fuck yeah, I'm the best. Oh shit, but I think I'm missing one precursor orb. I've got a pot in me, I'm missing 2 precursor orbs. Shit. Yeah, they're just on this stuff. They're not there anymore. Shit. Oh, thank God, right by that door. I gotta stop forgetting about those two. This is not the first time this has happened. Wait, is that the end? That's the end. Let's split. Because again, if it's fetch quest ones, like I've got the news that quest is done. I'll talk to the sculptor later. That'll be part of my Sandover Village close, even though that's not how it works in the game. Don't worry, guys. I got this. It's all mapped out in my brain hole. Sounds so weird right now. Okay. Point is, it's all worked into it, and it's not gonna matter anyway, because like this isn't for official timing or anything. This is just so I have some type of breakpoint, so I know kind of where I can improve and where my times are okay and where they're really not. You know. Hold on, I want to do this real quick. Is it working? Yeah, go parachute guy. I will hopefully most of the time keep this little game open in my chat. It's the parachute drop game. I think it's like, oh my goodness, it's like I'll have to look it up. I have to look up who makes it, but it's really cool. Just like little drop quest there. Like, see, look, there you go. Maybe I will wait and just end Misty Island after I give it back, because it's just right on the way. It's just the next one in line. Yeah, just like a little random character drops for you. You're aiming for the target, and you have a random chance to land on it. And like, the closer you are to the center, the higher your number goes, with the highest being, I don't know if you can get to 100 or if it's 99. It's just a fun little distraction. Sometimes you can get bored just listening to it going on, so you can, you know, drop a little parachute on you. I know that both names of the developers start with P. It's like Pixel. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up because I do want to give credit to the makers. Yeah, it's just a fun little game. Man, I spent so much time on this ledge here because I watched this Jak Daxter tutorial. It's like trying to learn how to do boosted uppercuts. Like, this is like the perfect place to do it. And I'm like, I cannot do it. I've been practicing. This doesn't sound like that much when I say it out loud, but like I spent probably like 30 or 40 minutes the other night just the last time I was doing it, like 30 or 40 minutes straight. And I've done this like 2 or 3 times. Maybe not quite the same amount of time. 40 is probably like the longest I've ever done. Point is, I spent a long time just sitting there on that ledge trying to go off and trying to do the boosted uppercut. And you gotta like slow down your walk, and like as soon as you see him drop, I'm like, I don't see him drop. I don't know what I'm looking for. So I'm just probably not understanding it right, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to learn these like techniques so I can do some of the other speedrunning styles, some of the other speedrunning maneuvers. I don't know what to call it. So I can be a real speedrunner. But like, I'm just not good at it at this point. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to learn it. And part of the problem is like I'm trying to relearn how to play a game I've played for, you know, 2 decades. And I say relearn because like, it just, I have to, you know, unlearn kind of the way that I generally move around, my typical paths and habits, and I get this now and get that later. Like, just like the habits I built up in the game, and having to relearn those it's a little bit intimidating, to be honest. But like, I think it'll be worth it. I think it's gonna be fun. Alright, break for the waterfall. Get the hidden orbs. Dive for those orbs, Jak. Dive! Kinda sad. Maybe I'll turn Daxter back on soon. Come on. I think tonight will be probably just an hour-long stream. Getting a little bit tired. Tomorrow is Easter, so my kids will want to be up early. I've got 2 that know the true story of Easter, and I mean like the important part of Easter, like the Easter Bunny, and 2 that don't. So I have a new special kind of fear where it's like, I know I'm not going to say anything and ruin it. I'm not going to open my big mouth. I've proven that. I've had one reach almost 9 without dealing with that. But now I've got 2 children that I'm like, are you just going to get mad and like blurt it out sometime when you're angry with her? Are you going to be vindictive about it? Are you just going to have a careless moment? Because like, they're both really excited to like be in on the secret and be like trying to help their little siblings still have fun and have that magic, you know, pass it on a little bit. Like, that's fun for them, but it's also like, ugh. It's scary to be trusting that kind of a secret with another child. It's like, dude, it wasn't too long ago, like a year or 2, you also believed this. So your critical thinking skills have not quite fully developed yet. What? How did that miss? Yeah, this is one area I could improve a lot. Some nights I'm like right on with the cannon. Some nights, nope. There we go. Fucking die, bird. Nope. Yeah, whatever, Shark Boy. You don't scare me anymore. just now occurring to me. I don't know if I can like pause my timer for between sessions. Like, that feels like something I should be able to do in my head, but maybe that's not how these things work. And like, I know if I was trying to do like a speed run to like submit for grading or whatever, like I would definitely want to be following the rules and like not splitting it up and doing it all single sitting or whatever. But like, when basically all this is just practice. Like, I should be able to like put down and pick up a run whenever I have time. It's probably a feature that exists. I just don't know how to use it. Because right now I don't know shit. I got the split set up and I got it showing in OBS. We're kind of talking about politics a little bit. I thought it would be a fun idea that I don't have the time or energy or skills to do, but I think it would be interesting. There's somebody that was like good at making and producing and editing videos or whatever. Wanted to start to kind of like semi-anonymous like news reaction, news aggregator, whatever you want to call it. Brian Tyler Cohen, Tim Pool kind of person who just like who just talks about the news. It'd be cool if they could start something like that, but do like cover the same stories. Sorry, let me step back. Do like kind of some type of experiment to see where they could grow faster, like see where it's kind of like easier to break into. Because like people on the right are always like, oh, if I had no morals or whatever, I would just become a leftist content creator. Because people just like throw money at you for telling them like it's okay to be lazy and whatever. Like I don't know. And on the people on the left are like, oh, if I had no morals, I would just go tell everybody how awesome oil is and get $1 billion from the Coke players or whatever. Each side thinks that the other side has it easy in the content media space. And like, I'd be curious to see like if it's the same person creating the content but with a rightward lean, like, and I'm thinking like hard right lean, or a leftward lean, and again like a hard left lean.
Oh my! I hope the poor people.
Which one will grow faster? Covering as much as possible the same information and trying to be like, your best idea of what that side would like. Like doing your best to appeal to that audience. And which I would be easier to kind of get a foothold in. I don't know. I think I'd be curious. I'd be curious to know that. I think I'm gonna go through Fire Canyon and then call it tonight. I already talked to the sculptor. Oh, no, I do need to go talk to the mayor and my uncle now. Like, that's the part I'm at now. Damn. Okay. Feels like that snuck up on me. It's only been less than an hour.
Joey.
make sure I didn't miss any. So now we're out of here. Alright. Oh shit. I think I forgot Rock Village in my splits. That's funny. Told you I'm sure I messed things up. Not because like I suck and like, oh, of course I messed things up in a way that like didn't like oh yeah, I'm new to this this software, and there's typically a learning curve, and I haven't built out splits for anything ever, so it would be absurd of myself to have expected myself to do it perfectly the first time. But I hoped I had. Alright, I seem to be doing alright. Now we got a scout fly. Last orbs. Fuck yeah. Power cell. And as soon as I get off the zoomer, split. Nice. Open the portal. Grab the scout fly. Alright, let's take a minute to look through this. Pause. 530939. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here for tonight. We'll pick it up next time. Amazingly, we've made it this far without a death. Nearly an hour deathless. But anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. Hope you have a wonderful night. If you're kind to somebody, then be kind to yourself.